Skyblock. We are live once again, and I've done a lot of work off camera as usual. I built up this wooden platform. Went ahead and well, let me show you down below real quick. This platform down below is getting pretty big. That's sort of my safety platform. I've also managed to get wooden planks under this entire high fertility soil area and get the water fully spaced out there. And then I've plowed most of these fields. My hope, by plowing the field, one of the few ways I can actually get flowers is through horsetail growing on farm fields, which it does sometimes. So we're hoping for that. We did get one harvest of the turnips. I've already eaten them, but I got one bonus seed, which is good. So 4 parsnip, 3 turnip, 4 flax, none of which is ready yet, and this lettuce. Will you excuse me? I need some water. Hold on. Okay. So, with that, and it is getting dark out, I've been just doing a lot of work with placing planks and everything. I'll show you downstairs. Downstairs has gotten more complicated. My anvil fell through the floor, but basically I've got everything patched up now, except I don't have a layer. First of all, I need to expand this to cover the edge of that, but then I really do need a layer of boards or, planks under this dirt so that I can replace it easily. Otherwise, though, pretty much over here we're good to go. Excuse me. And so, yeah. Oops. So I'm pretty happy with where we're at. I am concerned about my food situation. I don't have any food anymore. We are not dreadfully far away from the bushes ripening. 6 days on that, 6 days on that. We also occasionally get a bamboo shoot from these bamboo when they grow. And what's the other thing we're hoping? I mean, if the apple tree could just grow a little bit, that would be nice. Over here, that mango tree that I did separate out to try to grow additionals does have 1 leaf on it. Let me go check that. Oh, and I got a linen sack, as you can see there, too. I bought 6 linen cloth from the commodities trader. And, oh yeah, I've got termites for food. Yeah, I mean, this tree, I don't know when and if it's ever going to fruit, but it's definitely not right now. Let me just check on this guy. I'm increasingly convinced that the treasure hunter is going to be my best bet for some of this stuff, because let me just show you this. The traders, I've looked up all their trades, and I don't know what the 4th trader is yet, but we'll learn that this episode. The storage vessels here, here we go, have interesting loot tables that dramatically expands the possibilities of what we can get. So, for example, the trader sells only parsnips and flax and cabbage, ever, and maybe pumpkin. But here we can also get soybean, rice, rye, turnip, spelt, onion, and carrot. So we can actually expand our farm pretty much to its maximum potential there, with the note that we're not getting access there to Um, like cassava and amaranth and things like that, sunflower. So we may need to think about that more. Food vessel, we can get grain directly. Forage vessel, we can get cattail tops, among other interesting and useful things. Ore vessel can get lead. This, I think, the only source of lead we're going to have. Tool vessel, I already bought one of these just to test it out. I ended up getting a copper Falks. I think they need to update that. And then farming vessel, I mean, that would be really nice. That would be nice. That would be, at least until chickens spawn, the only source of feathers. Cabbage seeds, cattail tops again. So here's the deal. I mean, that is one very important thing to keep in mind when trading, is that this guy is going to have some things, an expanded possible trades that we might have to utilize. Oh, yeah, there we go. So let's just, we can actually, yeah, I didn't even realize that's what the fruits were. I always forget what they look like. Okay, so we got some Seguro fruit. That'll tide us through the night, hopefully. But I think my goal for today's episode, I mean, I could work on the base more, but I think I need to find those treasure chests. And the reason I say that is because I believe it's going to be the only source of cattail bottoms, which I need desperately to get beehives, to get more storage, etc. By the way, we could break hand baskets down and reed chests down to get more cattails, and I'm very tempted to do that, but in order to justify that, I would probably have to make more chests first, and we could easily do that. I've got some ingots. But let's oh, and yeah, cows spawned, I forgot to mention. And it, Jesus, when I was over there, I think a third cow spawned directly into my, well, let's go to sleep and look. And actually, I might go, well, no. We'll just sleep here. It's not going to get us the full night, but it's fine. Okay. So yeah, 2 in the morning. We did get a couple trees to grow there. I'm just going to harvest these ones without mining them for acorn and sticks. We've got tons of everything. I did get the afforestation perk. I did get 1 level in forestry. I will note that forestry is one of the few skills that I actually am able to accumulate semi-quickly. Okay, we even so, without mining those, we still got 2 more acorns. We might still be down 1. Sometimes when the leaf structures get too thick, you have to aid their dispersion by breaking them up a little bit. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, so I guess I'll plant these as well. I'm concerned that this pumpkin isn't producing any actual pumpkins. I mean, all I can do is hope there. I mean, yeah, so we've got, oh, 1, 2, 3, and apparently a fourth cow tried to spawn here. Let's see if I can let him in. Oh shit. Okay. I quickly switched to creative mode. Wow, okay, so I made it all the way down to -20 without dying. I don't know what... see, the reason I... okay, that's embarrassing. The reason I felt like I needed to switch to creative mode is because I don't know whether it's got keep inventory on, and if I lost all this inventory, that would be devastating. So let's just go back in time about 20 seconds, pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so I'm gonna have to patch that up. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. And let me see what the setting is for that world config option. Maybe if I have keep inventory on, I don't think I'm gonna feel as bad about doing that. Okay, so putting some things away. Oh, and we've got a drifter downstairs, it sounds like. That's nice, because I hardly ever get drifters. The bigger the platform gets, the more likely it is that I'll get them, though, of course. Okay, let me repair the fence first, and then go deal with the drifter. And there's the wolves. Okay, that should be good. So we've got 1, 2, hello. 3, 4. By the way, the cows do not cause trample to the trails. I've got that turned off for my configuration. Okay. So let's just grab a few spears. There he is. Okay, let's grab a knife and harvest him. Right. Harvest this louse. Not sure. Well, whatever. That louse has been there forever. It's really annoying, but whatever. Mostly just visually. Okay, and we did not get lucky and get a linen on that. Where did he spawn at, do you suppose? Oh, there. Okay, I tell you what. I think it makes sense to bring one of this whole thing down. We just have some spears permanently down here. And we don't have any armor, obviously. Okay. Oh, I have the borax on me too. But again, no luck on the harvest. So there must be a rift. That's right. No. Well, I don't see the rift, so I'm not sure. Could be up, could be up here, and we're just seeing. Oh, that's pretty. It could be up here and we're just seeing the aftermath of a drifter falling down. But I don't see a rift up here either. Okay, so before I change, world. Death punishment. So, world config. Death punishment. I don't know what help means. Let me look. I'll just have to Google that. 1 second. Who's this? Lola Beltran. Um, so we can, yeah, we can look at this in the new world menu. So I don't have a way of knowing. I mean, I can go back and look, I suppose. But I'm going to go Death Punishment Keep. I don't know why it let me set it to help. That doesn't make sense. Okay. So I'm going to restart the game. That way, you know, if we do fall off, and by the way, I've died, I think, 3 times. Now we'll count that as 4. Maybe I'll put a limit on that at some point. But yeah, I think, oh, beautiful. That is beautiful. I guess I could have come out here and looked at... Well, that's not what I meant to do. Is there a way you can see what... Okay, so it is telling me some differences from standard. Alright, so I'm looking at this, and it doesn't have... It doesn't have the keep inventory configuration, so... Turns out I would have lost my inventory, it looks like. So yeah, I feel bad about that. But you know what? Oh well. We're having a good time, and I simply flew off the edge of the map. So we'll load back in real quick. Okay, sorry about that. And we're back. Let me just pull up my chat once again. Okay, that should be good to go. Sorry about that. Now, back to the game. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna play with the keep inventory on. I think it's completely fair to do that because this is a brutal world, and we don't die that often, honestly. And almost always when we do, we have a body anyway. Okay, so let's talk about automation. We're gonna need so because I was able to buy 6 linen cloth off camera. There it is. We do have the ability to make a sail, which means we have at least minimal power. Okay, so there's our sail. Okay, we probably should have. Now we need a rotor. So we need 1 fat, 1 resin. We do need a chisel. Okay, so let's start with that. That's a good point. We need that anyway. Oh, and we need more charcoal. Let's actually start with making charcoal. We have about 10 or so, but let's make a new batch. Okay, and we're getting attacked. Oh boy. I do not mind this, although my HP is not good. And of course they walk right off the edge. Oops. Well, let's see if we get 1 linen. Even if I got 1 linen, I'd be able to make another sack with the 1 remaining linen or cloth that I have. Okay, we're probably gonna break this axe. No. But hey, at least we're getting closer to making our firewood. Okay, so now we'll make a new axe. And then also let's grab the shovel. 1 second, I gotta check that phone. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so I was making an axe. God, I'm the best streamer ever. We'll get the shovel. That's right. And let's see, we're gonna have 4 full sets of firewood here in a second. Do I want to go bigger than that? I don't really have the ability to go much bigger than that. Unless I harvest all these and they give me what I need. It's worth a shot. Because I need 32 oak to get a full 2x2x2. I mean, that's what I need in addition to what I already made into firewood. I'm trying not to hit these cows with the hatchet. Now, at some point, we'll need to start thinking about how to feed these guys. It's conceivable that I could just temporarily kill 2 of them for food. Alright, so I've got 10 more. So I do have exactly enough. Well, I think I'm missing one. Did I, like, lose a block? Oh, well, I'm not really sure. Thought I had 33. Well, in any event, let's, open this up. Okay, there we go. And this one. Now, arguably, it might be a mistake for me to be putting all of my firewood down here, all of my oak wood, because I'm going to need a lot more oak to get over to the final island in this episode. Alright, let's, okay, we actually have quite a bit of this. Okay, so we need one more. And then we're going to need 1 grass in addition to these 2. And we're up to 34 grass, so that's pretty good. Alright. So we'll make a fire up here. And we'll borrow the torch from up here as well. I should make another torch holder. Or a lantern. It's not a real huge priority, it's just a matter of convenience. So we'll light this puppy up. Okay, so that should be a valid charcoal production. And this will be by far the biggest one we've ever done. I think I did a 1x2x1. But now this is a 2x2x2, so it's 4 times as big as that. One of these should suffice to get this warm enough. And I'm going to make it into a chisel. Chisel is arguably the easiest thing to make in metalworking. Yeah, I'm a little bit miffed that I lost one log. I have no idea where it would have gone. Oh well. I think it just disappeared. I think it bugged out. Oh, also, I was looking at these. Yeah, when it says it's created by crushing, so I thought maybe I could crush it with a hammer, but now you have to pulverize it. So this will have to remain only for panning for now until we get our pulverizer going, which we're kind of working on. All right. So going back to that well, I need the chisel to make the pulverizer. So, but while we're waiting on that to heat up, let's just look at the pulverizer frame. We need one, rock that's solid, and we need 7 times 6, 42 boards. Excuse me. Oh, I suppose another thing we could do. Let's see how many of the... How many... I could make 8. I need at least 12 for that to be useful. So, the reality is I'd like to get over to this island and get some more of that fire clay. So maybe that's, one of my main goals today will be to get some sort of mechanism rigged up to... Oh, here we go. Bamboo. Weird, though. That one didn't produce leaves. That's weird. Okay. I think I'm going to make another ladder set. Alright, so we're gonna go place this right, I don't know, here. Continuing to spread our bamboo, if possible. This might be a dud. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get anything on that one. Oh, we did. What the hell is there an acorn doing up here? That makes no sense. This is so weird. Why would there be an acorn up here? That's bizarre. Okay, whatever. Okay, it looks like I did get one. Alright, and then we'll also absolutely take these shoots. These shoots are fantastic. Little insta-food resource. And I'm gonna get 6 here. And we'll continue building out our safety platform. Let's go ahead and eat these up. delicious. Okay. Now, let this. Oh, our ingots ready. Should be fine. Chisel. Make sure you go with the vanilla regular chisel here. There we go. There we got a chisel. And just to be proper, let's go ahead and quench it. And we'll get this put back away. You know, I was also thinking I probably could use... what was I gonna say? Oh, an animal trap I was thinking about. The reality is we're not gonna have enough resin to justify that. I gotta go check and see how often that resin grows, by the way. But now that we have the chisel, let's get our animal fat, which we have very little of. I mean, this is going to be a real close call about whether we can do anything here. Here we go. Okay, so we have virtually no wood at all. Oh, there's a tree there. Alright, I guess we have to go get the bald cypress. Worried about running out of axe durability again. So let's just address that head on right now. And we're getting that sort of wintry kind of feeling music. Which I always love that. How this game makes you feel certain moods. Let's just check our... Oh, we're very close to leveling on survival. That'll be nice. Combat, barely any. A little bit more temporal adaptation. Farm... massively way behind on that. Digging, okay. Forestry, a little ways to go. Mining, not great. We do have 1 point in it. Husbandry, way down. Processing, and we'll get that eventually. Cooking, not so much. So, yeah. X skills are hard to cultivate in this environment, that's for sure. I'm going to manually hit each leaf rather than do the shears, because you do get better rates overall if you do each individual leaf. Now if I do... I do have the afforestation, which gives me a 10% higher chance for saplings each time I break one of these leaves. And that is useful. I can't wait until I get the second level of that. But I'm not seeing any saplings so far. Then again, these are notoriously hard trees to see saplings from. It is such an inefficient way to do this. Okay, I don't seem to have any saplings. We've got 2 more chances on the bald cypress there. So let's wait and see what happens, but... Oh, we did not bring the saw, did we? Okay. I'm gonna leave that knife here. Because occasionally I do get grass popping up over here. And this, unlike soil, the clay seems to recover very quickly from being trampled. Okay, so let's go see if we can make something to automate with. A rotor is specifically what I'm going for. Oh, you know what? I think I don't even need this saw for that. There. Okay. So what we need is 2 of these, that, and that, and then the hammer. That took a lot out of my hammer. Okay, but now we have a rotor and sails. Let me just, for the sake of demonstration here, and I probably will need to get another hammer. Okay, so I'm gonna make just a very, very minimal platform here. Okay. Now, what I need basically are... I mean, I'm going to need an angled gear anyway. So let me try making that. And I think we can do that. So let me grab 2 sticks. I've got 2 sticks. Okay, let me grab all the tools that we need. We need the saw, hammer, chisel. Alright, so I'm just gonna set... Can I set this down? Yes, I can. Okay. Saw, chisel. I already have the hammer. Okay. So this is a very, very basic windmill so far. And we may not have enough durability on this hammer to get this done. But we do. But that took it out of the saw that time. That's interesting. It's interesting how that works, all these different mechanics. Okay. So we now have the very beginnings of a basic windmill. And I'm just temporarily placing this here. Fuck, okay. I need to place this on top of that. Okay. Almost do it. Let's not be lazy, come on. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place this here. Wait, did I place that wrong? Well, we need to place the angled gears here. I think I did place it wrong. There we go. Now we can remove the temporary wood block. And we can throw these sails on. And we actually have a functioning windmill, which is awesome. And we could go ahead and put that borax in here, for example. Although it stores better on the ground. But this would slowly start to get a green line as that turned. Problem is, it's not going to turn very fast at all. It is a very, very basic amount of power that we're getting up here. Although it is turning. So as you can see, that would eventually crush down that borax. Now, that is but one application of this type of power, but we can also go ahead and look at getting the pulverizer. So in order to get the pulverizer, we need a few things. First of all, we need pounder calves. We need this frame, which we can do. And we need to smith 2 of these. Bronze would be tier 2. It would be better if we could do tier 3, which would be iron. So we could almost do that. Frankly, I think we should skip right to iron. And then we also need a toggle. And this is probably one of the last couple mechanical blocks we're going to need. So we will need a plate. Doesn't really matter which kind. I guess I'll do a brass or a bronze plate. And we need to make axles, which is just fat and a log. Let's see if I can do that. We're gonna need this anyway. And then, yeah, for the pulverizer, we need the toggle. And we need this shell casing. Now, do I have enough? I actually do have enough. I need more fat, though. Okay. So, that brings to question the butcher mod, where I could make that and start butchering animals for more resources. See, the cows, they did spawn in. In fact, I've had 2 separate spawns of 2 separate breeding pairs of cow spawn in. So I'm feeling optimistic that I can get that to pan out for me. But for now, I think we need to wait on doing much more than what we've done already. We've got the very bare bones beginnings of windmill power, which I never thought I'd say. Is there anything that I want to grind down? Should I make more lime? Yeah, let's make more lime. Because we're going to need that for leather. Oh, leatherworking might be ready. I just realized. So put lime in there, let that slowly grind down over time. How's my leatherworking? We've got 2.2 out of 4.5 days. Okay, we've got a little ways to go yet. Alright, so yeah, my next step would be I want to get under this island and find the basically harvest it up for all of its resources and find the treasure chest. I think in order to do that, first of all, I'm definitely going to need a couple more tools. For example, I need a new hammer. That's fine. Saw's okay. The shovel's getting low. Pickaxe is getting low. But what I absolutely need is more storage. So let's start with that. Well, let's do a hammer and storage. So while we're waiting for everything to grow and whatnot, we'll go ahead and do this. Oh, and speaking of everything growing, there we go. Okay, so I guess let's get these leaves mined. I am looking for more acorns at this point, I suppose. See, once we have the ability to crush things with a pulverizer, we have the ability to make soil. Basically infinite soil. Which is going to be so nice. Because then we're going to have a lot more access. We can basically make a forest. We'll have access to all the animals, you know, cows, horses, chickens, boars. We've got our goats already, but they won't spawn on just a regular flat land. They like the mountains, which is probably why the creator of this map put them on there as starting animals. Okay, that's probably good enough. And this tree appears to have quite a few logs on it, which is always good. So it will take just a minute. I was just making sure there's no way that it's gonna like accidentally take out my beehive. No, we're good. Okay, that alone is enough wood to basically relaunch our career, so to speak. I hate that. I hate this. I need a way around that. Okay. Alright, so with that, so we've got 30 oak logs, which is a pretty decent amount. I wonder where else? Oh, I lost one here, okay. Alright, so we do need fat. Best way to get fat, I'm gonna need, well, okay. I need to make copper hooks. And I either need 16, which is a bit much, or I need 2, which is, and I can make 4 at a time, so I'll probably just do that. Okay. So we'll start out by making the hammer. We're always playing a risky game by not having a second hammer on hand. It's just inconvenient to have for that to be the case. Okay, there we go. And then this one, I'm going to start a copper plate. Or actually, the hook, a copper hook. Okay, so this one we're going to make into nails and strips so we can expand our storage. Okay. And there goes the first hammer. Okay, and there's 4 nails and strips. And that's 2 double chests right there, pretty much. Alright, so... I'm gonna just put more copper in here, and we're just gonna take care of this butchering stuff. We're gonna take care of the copper components of butchering right now. In the meantime, I feel like we might almost want to have another crucible to get more copper. I could probably do like 800 actually. So that's 600. There we go. Let's do 800. And let me... I don't think 3 is going to get the job done. I need 4 or 5 charcoal. Let me see how this is doing. 13 hours. We'll probably wait to start that next batch of copper, but I've got it all planned out, so... And I did get a second ingot mold set put in, so that's good. And the reason we can do 800 is we can do 400, let it dry, another 400. We can only do 2 pourings, basically. Windmill going very slow. Let me go check that. No, it's starting to... Every now and then it picks up. Oh, right. I almost forgot about those. I'll just wait just a little bit longer on this copper. Okay, and here we go, and it's approaching maximum temperature from the forge. Alright. So first, let's do the hooks. Not sure if I'm gonna need more than 1 ingot on this or not. Well, that's not too bad so far. I think we're going to be fine with just one. Which means we're going to have one extra copper ingot we got to figure out what to do with because it's going to be nice and heated. Okay. Very close to being done with this one. Bit of a pain in the ass to forge, I'll be honest. Not as bad as the Falks, but not so great. There we go. Alright, we're gonna do a plate. Oh, I'm gonna need a butcher knife. Yeah, so we'll use the other one for the butcher knife. Okay. So let's get this rolling. These always take a minute. Tell you what, let's put this back in the cooker. Keep it nice and warm while we're doing this. Okay, there's that. It's arguably faster to do the heavy hits on this, but in my opinion, you lose track of like where you're at, and then you lose optimization over time. So I don't know. Alright, now we need to get basically 6 voxels on top of the 2 down in this row. And then we'll do the same here. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and move these over. Delete these 3 and repeat these move over thing. And there we are. Alright, let's get these in the water. Alright, and then we'll grab this and we'll make the butcher knife. Where is it? There it is. Okay, and then just a little bit more here. Okay, there we go. Let that cool down. And we're done with forging for now, so I'm going to put the hammer there. That way. So now that we've got that, let me grab these oak logs. Oh, speaking of oak logs. Alright, hold on. At some point, I will start keeping trees permanently around. They're beautiful. But we are so desperate for resources at this point in the game. We're gonna have to basically harvest them immediately whenever they come in. Okay. Yeah, we're just trampling over flowers like it's our job. Okay. So now I'm gonna make a little hanging rack area. Just out of oak planks. I'm just gonna put it right here. Still plenty of clearance for that windmill. Nice. Okay, let's take a look at how to get these hooks built. One resin, sticks, flint, and logs. Okay. Oh, I got another acorn. How about that? Oh, by the way, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. I'm 99% sure I can put flowers on gravel. And they won't pop off, yeah. Perfect. So now I can walk freely over here and those won't pop. Okay, that's great. Should have done that a long time ago. Acorns, I'll just plant those there. Okay, so now resin. Let's get the resin back. And flint, ironically, we need. And sticks. How many? I've got plenty of sticks. Okay. So like that, 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 and that. And there we go. We've got our two hooks. I'm running low on resin, but we'll figure that out. Okay, so now we'll go over here, place our hooks like so. Okay, I need a second copper plate to make this table. So I will have to wait on that until we're ready with the next charcoal. Or I could just be more modest and take this down halfway. I think I can get that done with just 3 charcoal. Let's go ahead and do it. And then I can make, of these 4 ingots that we're going to get, 2 of them can go into the next copper plate. It sure would be nice if I had one more linen. Those are 2/3 of the way grown. And we are still not getting a pumpkin. And that pisses me off. I only got so much time left on that before it just stops producing. May need to move that ladder. That's only 4 out of 8 though. I guess it'll stay alive a while. Okay, the preheating's basically done. I'm gonna see if I can squeak away by only using like 1 or 2 of these. $11 on that. Hopefully the cows will provide me the fat that I need, because that's really what I'm doing, is I'm trying to get animal fat to make the pulverizer. I guess while we're waiting on that, we could start where's my peridotite? Okay, I believe it's just this and that. Yes. Okay, and that took a lot from my saw. Oh yeah, I could make a table. Why the hell not? Okay, so there's a table. Now, that is barely at temp. I might have been a little too cute by half on that one, because this needs to be 1084. It's barely above that to melt. Seems to be going faster now that I've got more heat coming in. Can I lift this up? I'm gonna just probably have to use this last one. Actually, I think I can get... Oh, shit. Should have known he was trying to get me. He was, like, wandering around recklessly right next to me. Yeah, as long as that stays above 1089, we're good. And it's almost done, so I think we're good. I think we managed to save a single charcoal. Maybe I could have saved that other one even. I wish I knew more about, like, precisely how much charcoal it took to do precisely what quantity of metal. Right. And obviously copper becomes a big part of implementing automation later in terms of chutes and hoppers and whatnot. So, just always good to have a bunch of copper. Those wolves are really hanging in there. You know, I'm really curious if they have baby wolves. Hard to say, really. Old cypress grew over there. My apple trees are doing terribly. The one established one that I have hasn't grown back at all yet. Okay, so waiting on those copper ingots to cool a little bit. Let's at least get this pulverizer set down over here. See, if this is our axle, what I'm thinking maybe would be... Oh, we got survival. Let's do that. We almost died, so we might as well get that figured out. So nudist, movement speed, health, temperature resistance, and hunger rate. Okay, so I'm wearing some clothes, but not that much. That's tempting, actually. Huge stomach is probably the better way to go. It will keep me better fed, so I'm gonna go with that, but nudist is tempting, man. Ooh, that actually... Yeah, that actually, I saw that go up when I clicked it. Okay. So, what I was thinking was, what if I made a little thing like that? Oh, is that gonna... No, it's fine. Because then I could always put like this right here, basically. It's a very compact design, I realize. And we're gonna have to build some additional blocks out here so we have a little bit more safety. So let's just do that a little bit more. And yeah, that's coming along slowly but surely. And theoretically in the future we can buy more linen. Got 14 oak logs left, okay. Yeah, we're basically just waiting for this to cool down. Now let's just take a look at that recipe again. Do we need 32 to knife, blah blah blah. Okay. Does it say we can use a primitive knife, or do we have to have a metal knife? Looks like we have to have a metal knife, so we're gonna have to make one of these into a knife as well. Don't know if it takes the knife. I'm pretty sure it takes the butcher knife, but it might well just take the knife as well. Okay, so we are going to need one, at least, of the charcoal. So I'm glad we did save that, because we can heat. I think I can get 3 partially cooled copper ingots. If I get them out right at like 250 or whatever I can pull them out at, I can get them heated back up to workable levels. Otherwise, we're going to have to wait for that to finish. It's actually crazy how much we've been able to accomplish in a small amount of time with very, very few resources on this playthrough. 32, okay, right. So we can take the rest of these and make them into that. What else can we make with boards? Oh, we can make ladders with them, I guess. I suppose I could make a trough, small trough with that. We don't have any chickens yet, so it's kind of, what's the point, but... Alright, let's just expand our platform over here just a little bit. I'm enjoying this platform as like my little work area that I'm making. It's kind of nice. I probably need another angled gear to connect that up. We also need a toggle. Which is just that, actually. So we're going to need a metal plate, which we could use the bronze to make. But we're going to need the charcoal probably on that. So, kind of focusing on the butchering right now. But we'll get to the toggle here in a minute. Oh yeah, and I forgot I had these. So these are used for a few things, but the main thing are chests. Also make a scroll rack, a mannequin thing, a boat, or a camera, or a cage. Okay, so I think I will make chests though, and we'll don't worry about that. We'll get more boards, but now we can make these into double chests. And now we can start organizing our stuff better. Yeah, I'm gonna start putting them right there. We may move that barrel. Okay, so we can make one of these be like, I don't know, blocks. I don't know, we'll have to start thinking about that. But that's nice to have all that extra storage. Oh yeah, these bronze armlets are worthless. Like, I can wear one, but otherwise they're worthless. So I was thinking, what if I gave myself, like, I don't know, 5 gears or something every time I pull one of these out? Because the problem is the trader doesn't buy them. If you were to go online and pull up the trading website wiki, he sells, they sell all of these, and they buy these. Guess what they don't buy? Bronze armlets. I think it makes all the sense in the world to have them buy those for something reasonable. So let me think about this. Okay, noble riding gloves sell for 4.5 to 7.5. How much would you, if you're in like a store and there's like a finely made leather glove and a bronze armlet? Hard to say which one would sell for more, but probably the noble gloves. But maybe I could just do the 4.5 minus 1. So maybe I'll sell them for 4. I think that's fair. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take those 3. I'm going to trade them for 12 rusty gears. I think that's a fair trade. And I think that in the future this mod pack should honor that. But I'm going to just do this this way. There we go. Yep, I think that's completely and entirely fair. Okay. Gotta keep my eyes on those. But let's try to get some pine cones. 550 on the temp on those, so I've probably got another minute or two to wait. Okay, hard to say if we got any pine cones there. I'm gonna just chop this one first and jump over. Eventually we'll get the resin farmer perk, which will give us a small chance for resin each time we break a pine log. Alright, we got 2 pine cones, that's great. Still a hole there. Oh, I got a dirt, didn't I? But I filled it in over there. I think I can just come back with that. Yeah. Alright, and we can put this here. Okay, now that's very, very complete. And come down below. Oh, hold on, let's check the copper. It's another minute or so, maybe less. And we'll just throw these up here. Part of our safety network. Okay, so 8 hours on that. Not the best time to be taking heat damage from stepping on copper, given my health. Okay, so I'm guessing we're Alright, let's go ahead and proceed with the copper now. It's getting close. Put this away. Maybe I should move my storage over to there. Just got another oak tree, that's nice. God, I wish these crops would grow faster. I'm also dissatisfied that there's only 50% moisture in the middle of this column. I would have thought it would be complete with everything on both sides, but that's alright. Alright, so let's check the copper. Sweet. So we need a plate and a knife. I guess I'll save one. Alright, where's my one charcoal? I think I can do this. I do. I'm optimistic. Gotta move. Let's see, it starts at 277, it's gonna be. And so that gives me a bonus 300 temperature heating up. Normally, it would heat up to maybe 900 with some maybe minor penalties for having multiple ingots. But here we go. So we're going to make one plate and one knife. The knife is easy. Maybe we'll start with the knife once I get one ingot above 700. Oh, wait that a second for that to heat up. Okay. It's getting there. The good news is we can sleep and make progress on our charcoal pit, so. Alright, once we get over 700, they're workable. But I'm going to wait just a little bit longer before I take the first one to make the knife. Because I'm going to need a little cushion. I'm going to take about 70. 770 maybe. Okay, ready, go. Knife. This one should be easy. Oh, we can work it at 542. Never mind. Didn't realize copper was that way. That's convenient. I wish I were getting scrap metal from every time I work these things. Okay, so there's that one. Now let's keep those in just a hair longer. Okay, now we've got that knife. Yeah, these are going to be at full temperature by the time I take them out, so we're... Yeah, our one coal was enough. I've been way too conservative with my... Or, you know, cautious with my coal usage. I can get by with just one on on a lot of this stuff. This is why I love doing this. I'm learning so much about the mechanics of this game. Okay, so we're going to go with plates. This time I will do the heavy hit method. Okay, so with that, we're going to switch it over to planning. So we need 4 in the bottom column. Might as well move some of these over here. And there's those two. And there's these three. Okay. One, two, three. Hard to say which one was faster. Probably this one, but not by a huge margin. In any event, once I get some metalworking perks, it'll be a lot faster. Okay, we can now make the butchering table, which I'm very excited about. And unfortunately, our ingot supply is dwindling. Let's go ahead and make the 32 planks that we're going to need, plus some. We are very nearly out of food, so this is just what the doctor ordered as far as food goes too, because I'm going to get at least 2 of these cows worth of food, which means we might be able to use our cooking pot finally. Alright, so we've got what we need. Alright, so... like that. I'm curious if I can get away with the flint knife. No. And it did take my shears as well. That's something I wasn't really planning for. Okay, we'll put this here. And let me just get rid of this. I'm gonna have to make new shears when we get our next batch of charcoal. We'll live without it for now, but that sucks. And it did take the knife as well. But the good news is we can now take cows and harvest them. Oh, we've got a new cow trying to join. See, this keeps happening. Somehow we've got spawn conditions that are really good for cows. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just kill all of these. Oh, and we got an acacia that grew here. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Certainly can't blame cow for hitting me. Oh yeah, I keep my inventory. I forgot about that. Okay. Take her. And I'll take him. And this one is probably gonna fall. Okay, we actually pulled that off somehow outside the cage. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Probably need to put another layer of wall over here or something. But yeah, somehow we managed to pull that off, which is crazy. So what we do now is we can start putting these up here. Now I know that it doesn't look like a cow, but if we right click, we get the full amount that we'd get if we did this in nature. And in both cases, 0 fat, 0 skins. which is bullshit. I wonder if you have to have a better quality knife. In any event, we now need to let those wait there, so let's get one more cow. I'm just gonna kill all of these because they're gonna respawn, I just know it. And so what we do is we sit here and we wait for that time on the top. Let me go get my food from the kitchen, hold on. It does take a minute for those to dry out. So, in the meantime, we can go ahead and make some more safety floors. One of the reasons that we're probably getting fewer drops from these cows is because they're probably not considered to have good weight because we haven't fed them at all, which is understandable. Okay, there we go. Pretty good work on that. We are getting plenty of trees now. Yeah, this helps so much with the gravel under the flowers. That just stabilizes all of that. I mean, I need to maybe repeat that with some of the other ones. In fact, we could just do that now while we're waiting. Yeah, because it just makes more sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense in the real world, but it makes sense in this mod pack to have stable flowers. I gotta keep the dirt for the bushes, I think. Or at least for now, I'm going to. Okay, so we'll go like that. And did we lose a woad? No. I just think one of those didn't have a flower on it. Whoops. Okay, put that there. And I tell you what, let's just switch these. And we'll put the woad over. Oh, we did lose one, okay. And then we'll come back over here. And let me just sub this one for a dirt. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so last flower that we need over here is going to be there. Okay. Now, every single flower is not capable of being uprooted now, which is great, and that means the beehive will be quote-unquote happy. God, these are taking forever to grow. Alright, so let's look at these. 1 hour, 10 minutes, okay. So might as well maybe sleep. We'll go ahead and sleep. Okay, so we are awake. It's 3 in the morning. Beautiful. And theoretically, these cows should be done. Yep. You can tell they're done because they go invisible. So there's the new ones, but we'll come back. Well, let's skin them first, I guess. So right-clicking. That time we did get a fat, which is fantastic. No skin though. Sucks. There, we got one. The question is, do I want to... See, well... This takes so many cattails, you see. Although I could, like I said, dismantle the baskets. And that'll give me 12. Is it worth getting a 4-slot storage? I suppose it would be. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and oil this one up. Normally I would consider making leather, but let's oil that one up. And you can place these on the ground now. It's got a cure. And so we're just going to let it cure. Okay, but while those are dripping, we can go ahead and get the meat. And this one, we should be good there in case the meat drops behind. Okay, and we're going to get bone from this too, which is nice. Because we use the bone for bone pickaxe to get more basalt. Sort of the poor man's workaround for the, you know, bronze and such. Okay, we could use the cooking bowl now. In fact, we will. Now, do I go for 2 Hardys? Hefties? Or do I go for 4 regulars? I'll go for the 2 Hefties. Now, I know I have firewood around here somewhere. Here. There we are. So we'll get that cooking up, and that is our first prepared meal that we're ever going to make. Okay. Yeah, this is so much fun. So now what we're going to do is start my favorite talk show. So you'll have to pardon the background sound. Let's just see if this is going to make it with only the 4 firewood. We may need to supplement that. It's going to be close. I think it will. Okay. I suppose I could have waited to make the meal until after I killed the rest of those, but alright, so now we're gonna go over here. I guess we'll just expand this out. Okay, so we do have 1 layer of safety boards out there. Alright, so there's that. Oh, you know what? I should have kept that fat. I'm so stupid. The whole point of this was to get fat to make the pulverizer. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I need some more of the buckets. So now we have a meal. And I'm gonna go ahead and cook this up with what we have remaining here. So we got 2 hefty servings, and I can go ahead and just have one of them now, more or less. There's 0.2 left there. So we had 0.8, and we've got full hunger now. Or full satiety, or whatever it's called. Or 54 minutes on that. I guess we can go ahead and start getting some of these trees down. I'm gonna need another. Yeah, let's get the shears remade, and probably do another crucible. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this charcoal. This is nice. This is a lot of charcoal for me at this stage of the game. Okay, I really do think the next step, though, is probably that I need to go over to the limestone island and get some of that fire clay. Get myself 12 fire clay bricks and get 6 iron blooms going, so I can get some iron tools, because I feel like that's going to be more efficient overall. One thing I will say is that the use of bronze now is somewhat good, because as we get more metalworking, we're going to be able to get salvager, no, not salvager, metal recovery. We get 1 for every 4, and we can get that more efficient, so that's going to be a really good perk to pick up early on in the blacksmith tree. And there goes our shovel. Probably go ahead and just make a flint shovel, or maybe a couple of obsidian shovels, maybe. But yeah, this could be a full stack of charcoal, isn't it? Okay, 62. Do we lose a couple? Feels that we lost a couple. There's one of them. Oh, there's the other one. Okay, we got them all. 64. Beautiful. I love that. Okay, so let's get another crucible going. Did that cook? Yes, it did. Very good. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Now I'm willing to do up to 800. So I'm doing 800 total units. 10% needs to be these. So I'm going to see if I can get away with 15. I know the mathematical answer is 16. Oops. So apparently we can get away with a little bit less. I'm going to use as little cassiterite as possible. Alright, let's see here. Sweet, we can get away with 13. That's amazing. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do a preheat. Okay. And that's nice. We don't even have to relight it. Did I hear a drifter? I did. Sweet. Okay, you gotta be careful here. Problem is the AI is so shitty that they often just jump right off the cliff. Okay, let's get one of our knives. I did lose one knife from durability. I should have at least one more somewhere around here. Alright, we'll get this guy. Geez, no linen whatsoever. Hey, at least we're getting some combat experience. Okay. Alright, so now, waiting on that. Okay, and these are ready. Go ahead and get this one. There's 5. There's that one. Now we are getting plenty of bone, which can be made into bone meal, which is great for potassium and a little bit for nitrate plants. And that includes my parsnips and my pumpkins. I love how, maybe they did that on purpose, but parsnips and pumpkins both start with a P, I can't help but notice. So, the thing is, this feels like it's growing slow, but it's probably just because I'm hyper-focused on it. Because it's one of the few things I have to do right now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and... Jeez. I want one goddamn linen, for God's sakes. Alright, well... Let's see what happens. That's so good. Okay, so... Let's check the, bronze. Oh, shit. Completely blew the preheat, didn't I? Okay, that's still going. Very good. Alright. So this crucible itself is at 700. This will soon be back there, and then we'll try... What if I tried 2? Would that be risk, or if I preheat and try 2, would that be valid, do you think? Alright. And now we can go like that. Let's just see if 2 can get 800. Alright, let's get these final 2 cows. And these were these were both bulls anyway, so in order for this to be a breeding population anyway, we would need to have had a female spawn in, so I don't mind killing them off at all. I'm very confident we'll get more spawns. Let's see if we get a hide and fat. The fat is what we really need. I mean, I'll take the hide, and I'd rather have fat, though. Let's see if we get one here. No. Alright, I'm just gonna put those down there. Oh, we've got tons of wood now. So we're gonna have to process all that. Okay. It is at temp. And it needs to stay above 1084. So I'm just kind of curious how that's going to look. If I just let this kind of sit here. Okay. You know what? This might do it. We're at 11:46 still. It's now cold down below. Does that mean it's going to start hemorrhaging degrees? I wouldn't say I'm optimistic, but I'm cautiously optimistic. What I think is clear is that 3 coal with the preheat would absolutely get this job done. I can't believe it's not losing any degrees. In fairness, it is cooking very slowly. Wait, hold on. How did that complete? I think maybe it got bugged out with the arrow. Okay. So that's awesome. We got this done with 2 coal and a preheat. I'm not even convinced we needed the preheat, but probably. So 2 coal and a preheat is enough for 800 bronze. Who would have thunk it? I'm gonna make a hammer mold as well, since I have the mold sitting here. And I'll just keep this here. I don't see any reason not to keep it right there. Alright. Well, shockingly, I'm doing pretty well on coal and stuff. It's gonna take a while for this to cool. So let's just take a stab at getting this pine tree down without, maybe we'll get a pine cone or 2, without grooming the leaves. Okay, we got 2 pine cones anyway. And I believe I can plant these on gravel as well, but no need right now. Alright, so let's try and get this. This might give me both. Actually, I probably want to get the acacia leaves, so let's be a little bit more thoughtful here. At the very least, I need to get 1 acacia seed before we chop this down. Okay, there we got 1. Okay, that's good. So let's check the temp of these ingots. It's cooling down. Check that. That's still at 1089. We should be okay. Alright, let's try to get this. Okay, there we go. We did lose a couple blocks over the edge there, but that's... you're gonna have that. Oh, shit! Shit, 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 shit. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Stop. Kill it, shit, my, hit my... oh, okay, we're gonna die. Fucking A. We're losing stuff. Oh, fuck. Okay, we need to just immediately put this out. Oh god, this is a disaster. This is a disaster. Oh no! All our crops. Oh fuck. Alright, so what we're gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to restore my game because this is just not gonna work. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to go back and fix this. Sorry guys, I'll stream